This book and podcast, Before the Cock Crows, is the daily diary of our Trojan Horse mission to the jails of the Philippines in 2001 and 2002. It's fact, not fiction. Before the Cock Crows is a follow-on from our second book, Trojan Warriors, which tells of the reasons for this mission, along with the difficulties, dangers and betrayal that took place during our second mission between 2001 and 2005. Trojan Warriors not only tells of the dangers we faced, but also our visits to Baguio City and Benguet Provincial Jail with the assistance of William Ola Pollock. New Bilibid Prison is the maximum security prison, the National Penitentiary, and housed over 25,000 inmates in 3 compounds, the maximum, medium, minimum compounds and penal farms. The maximum compound also contained death row, where at that time there were 1,200 men due to be executed by lethal injection. Here is the death chamber. The run-up to the story is told in the book Converted on LSD Trip. That is a true story of the lives of 2 brothers, Michael and David Clark, who were criminals in the 60s, who turned their lives around from crime to follow Christ. David turned his life around in 1970, and Michael, David's older brother, some 30 years later in 1999, who at the time was a prisoner serving a 16-year prison sentence in New Bilibid Prison. Trojan Warriors tells and reports on the first mission and contains the testimonies of some 66, some of Southeast Asia's most notorious criminals, who had turned their lives around, turned from crime to follow Christ, 22 of which were on death row, scheduled to be executed by lethal injection. Before the Cock Crows tells of the opposition that these brothers experienced on their second mission. Opposition from prison inmates and religious volunteers within and without the prison, where they were seeking to help those in need. On reflection, the opposition that these brothers experienced was more than just cultural differences and demonstrated the need to teach the doctrines of grace, which once understood would free professing Christians from Arminian righteousness, a matter that will become evident as the stories unfolded in the books Before the Cock Crows and these podcasts 1, 2 and 3.